Oi! Over here, mate! Sorry to pull you all the way here, but I just don't have the words for what's going on. Fastest way is probably for you to take a gander for yourself.
Now you're here too? This keeps getting blown further and further out of proportion.
But you see...
Oh, a visitor. Did you come all this way just to see me? You must be the ARC's operative these two mentioned. My name is Aurora. Pleasure to meet you. I guess that name wouldn't ring a bell for you, would it? Here, let me put it in terms you'd understand. You may know me as the very first apprentice. The original, you could say. Ouch! What was that for, you barbarian?
That's something, really. Calling yourself the original? Big talk for someone who barely even remembers being apprentice.
That's quite rich coming from an incompetent swine like you.
You see why I couldn't explain this? Not only did I not get it, but neither does Yusi, the one this actually happened to. This cheeky little miss was suddenly born out of Yusi, calling herself apprentice.
Often, do me a favor and don't use the word born here. The thought makes me gag.
Right back at you, barbarian woman! I'm stuck looking like a child due to your complete incompetence and inadequacy! Although, I can't deny it's nice to be young again like I'd hoped. Let me make this clear. I don't have the foggiest idea as to why I've been revived. All I can tell you for certain is that I've merged with Euclita here. We're literally inseparable, much to my dismay.
On that point, we agree.
Well, seeing that you're so miserable, you must love the company. I've hit a dead end asking these two, and searching my memory hasn't been fruitful either. So, I'll ask you, any idea as to why I might have appeared this way? Why would I, a faint echo left in Apprentice, have suddenly appeared now, in such a lackluster form? What? Are you saying the profound darkness has come back? Again?
Explain that again.
Do try opening a dictionary sometimes, Euclida. If you want to know more, there's a favor I need from you first. A nice quid pro quo, if that phrase still means anything to you kids today.
Who exactly do you think you are?
I used to be known as a goddess, I'll have you know. Well, seeing as I've returned to the plane of existence, I'd like to have a look around this planet. Maybe we'll find a way to unbind me from you, dear Euclita. Who can say?
I'll hold you to your promise.
Hang on a tick, Yusi. We ought to tell Shao. You'll do it. Thanks a ton, mate. You've saved my life about 4 ways from Friday. Oi, Yusi! Wait up!
Look who's come around this way again. Such a pleasure. Oh, I grow weary of this sour-faced contest Euclita and this fellow seem to be holding. Not to mention this snore of a planet. Everywhere you look, it's sand, sand, and more sand. It's just sad. What did you call it? Lily-paw? Can't recall if I've ever ruled this one.
More importantly, apprentice, I think it's time you explained what you meant when you said the profound darkness has returned again.
Please do watch your tongue, dearest Euclita. It's Aurora now, not Apprentice. What else would I mean but what I said? Don't you know the story of how the profound darkness arose in the time of we photoners? Yes, we photoners were responsible for creating that great evil. What a horrible moment that was. We never expected something so vile. We scrambled and scraped for a plan, a solution of sorts, and just managed to seal it away.
How'd you manage to steal away a massive, awful thing like that?
Let me see. I'm just repeating what I've heard, but the profound darkness sees all beings that use photons as its foes. No matter how far away, it hunts them, bent on erasing them. Our answer? We forced all our photons into one single person and sealed them away, together with the profound darkness, obviously.
You did what? Are you serious?
I don't know or care exactly what the process involved, but a good admiral friend of mine told me that's what happened, so it must be true.
That's horrible.
Horrible? How? It was the best possible solution. All it took was one person's sacrifice to save everyone else. Why are you acting like a goody two-shoes in this situation anyway? You were the original apprentice.
Goody two-shoes. Maybe I am. I doubt I would have thought anything of that when I was apprentice either. But now I'm actually indignant about it. I knew it. It's not just my memories. My mind is being controlled too.
Of course, Darkfall still handed our butts to us after we sealed them away, so I don't have much of a leg to stand on.
You really don't.
I'm getting bored with this area. Let's go on to the next one.
Hey, mate. Glad you're here. Aurora's giving us shiploads of headaches, as usual. But hey, it's not all spikes and spiders. UC's not all hung up on the past or trying to keep everyone at arm's length anymore. I think having someone else to talk to has been super good for her. Well, I guess it's usually more arguing than talking, but my point stands. Come to think of it, I haven't been back to the Ark's ship lately. Is everything okay there? Io and Fourier told me they're planning to change the ship's organizational structure or something. Sure you don't need to help with that?
They said the same thing about changing the administrative structure back in our day, too. Trust me, you don't want to do that. It'll turn out much worse than you think. Take it from someone who's been there. Come to think of it, you smell a bit like Shion. What is Shion up to these days? Is Shion doing well? Xiao? Who's that? A copy of Shion or something? Does that mean Shion is no longer with us? I see. So Shion is passed on, huh? I guess that's that. So there's still a copy of Shion around, but the original is gone. Shion doesn't exist anymore. That sure brings back old memories. We tried to make copies of Shion too, you know. But we failed every single time. This was back during the fall of the Photoner civilization. We tried to copy Xion so we'd have someone to run our organization, which was pretty bloated after we expanded it to the whole universe. The first one's specs were perfect, but we couldn't control it at all. We ended up throwing it into subspace.
You can't just do that to living beings, putting them in subspace or alternate dimensions. I swear you Photoners did such abhorrent things.
You're right, it was pretty awful of us. That must be why we paid such a heavy price. After countless failures, we finally succeeded at making a copy we could control. Or so we thought. Unfortunately, it ended up inheriting every malicious thought or greedy desire Photoners had at the time.
And it became the profound darkness.
That's right. Human desire and malice are despicable things. That's how people, I mean all of them, really are when you get down to it.
How do you know so much? Were you the one giving all the orders?
Me? Give orders? Huh, as if. I couldn't have been less interested. I only cared about one thing, making sure I was beautiful. I was the most beautiful of the Photoners. I could have any man in the universe that I wanted. I was known as the goddess of beauty. Military officers, politicians, all men fell victim to my charm. And get this, anyone lucky enough to spend the night with a beauty of my caliber couldn't help but spill their deepest secrets. I heard all sorts of things. Some things I wanted to know, and some I didn't. Stories of power struggles so awful they would make you sick. Words strung together by nothing but hate and malevolence. There's nothing uglier than people who only ever think about screwing over everyone else. Not that I was any better. I was desperately kicking down any women I saw as potential rivals, too. After doing a bit of walking around here, I've realized that the power of the Dark Falls Apprentice has been sealed on this planet.
How do you know that?
I was a Dark Falls. At one point, anyway. Can't you feel it too, Euclita?
Don't lump me in with you.
What's with a cold shoulder? Fine, I'll just explain what my thinking is here. That giant mining rig is whittling down the power of the apprentice to keep it sealed here, right? Not that I really know anything about that machine or this planet. This moment in time, this entire location, they're completely alien to me. Plus, I can't sense the existence of any Photoners here, or anywhere on the entire world. They really were wiped out. They're just gone.
Hey, are you...
I wonder if that mining rig is working properly.
I mean, it seems like it is. The smoke is really billowing up.
But if Apprentice's power is being weakened, what exactly am I sensing? Could there be some kind of catalyst up ahead?
Hey! Where the heck do you think you're going? Yusi, what should we do?
Well, we can't just go off and leave her. She and I are linked together.
Oi, wait up a sec! You just walked us all right into the corrupted region.
Corrupted region? That sounds about right for an unstable place like this. This has to be the profound darkness's feeding ground, and where its eventual prey is raised. But the profound darkness ended up being revived somewhere else altogether, didn't it? In that case, there's no need for this corrupted region anymore. It's just hanging in limbo. Or, well, maybe not. This place doesn't fit in with the rest of the world. Time flows differently here than everywhere else. It's pretty much like how I am now. Euclita?
You sent something up ahead, right? If we're going to investigate, we should hurry up and get to it.
Completed!
The corrupted region is pretty much the worst. It's like all of the crappiest things in the universe decided to band together and settle here.
If the corrupted region adapted itself to the planet completely, it'd be even worse than this, don't you think?
I don't know anything about that. I'm not a Dark False. Hey, Euclita. Why did you become a host for Apprentice?
A perfectly valid question. I'd very much like to know the answer.
Yusi just got caught up in it. Don't make her out to be like you. You became a Dark Falls on your own.
On my own. Huh. It's true. I became a Dark Falls of my own volition. Care to listen to a little story of mine? A story about the most beautiful woman in the world who made it all the way to the top through her sheer beauty. My story. I was confident in everything about me. My cuteness, my beauty, my skill, my experience. I wanted to be second to no one. While everyone around me crumbled to the bottom, I alone remained at the top. But the people beneath me kept reaching up. Masses of greedy hands tried to grab me by the ankles and pull me down. I was beset by not only their hands, but by the very nature of the world. People grow weary. They grow old. I couldn't fight it. People rise and fall. That's just the way of the world. I knew that, but still, I couldn't bring myself to get off the stage. Should I have cloned myself or sought a new body to stay young? No, that's not who I am. I became #1 by staying just the way I was. So, if I don't stay the way I am, there's no point to anything. In the meantime, our grand effort to produce a copy of Xion failed so drastically that it gave birth to the profound darkness. It was such a tumultuous time, but me, I didn't give a rat's ass about any of it. I was fighting in a different world, a beautiful yet frightening world, fraught with lies, doubt, and jealousy. Wanting to stay more beautiful than everyone, be more entrancing than everyone, be younger than everyone. That was all I ached for. I should have stopped there. But I know. I don't need you to tell me again. But it wasn't all my fault. I'm not the only Dark Falls that's been born. Others went on a rampage.
We can't erase what we apprentice hosts have done, Aurora. We corrupted so many planets, and helped revive the profound darkness. We share some responsibility for that. We both do.
Oh, Yusi.
Something's bothering me. Let's go further in.
Did you get lost, little fella? There. Everything's okay now.
He really doesn't like you.
Of course he shouldn't. When I was apprentice, I assaulted this planet many times. When I see how their kind reacts to me, I understand how much I made the Arcs and the Lillipans suffer.
It wasn't just that. The abnormalities occurring on this planet weren't just caused by us alone.
But that's what they think. That's why they came to keep an eye on us.
And you're okay going along with that, Euclida? You just got swept up in this. You shouldn't have to be hated by everyone, or shoulder all the blame.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's pretty unreasonable. But I can't blame anyone else. Regardless of whether I wanted it, the fact remains, I was at Dark Falls. Tell me, Aurora, what are you afraid of?
What? I'm not afraid.
We have a link between us. I can even get a sense of what you're feeling. Are you really that afraid of having people hate you?
Of course I am. If people hate me, it's over. I'll have nowhere to go but down. I got to where I was thanks to people loving me. I never wanted anyone to hate me. I wanted everyone to love me. Believe me, I didn't want anything to do with the profound darkness. I wanted no part of it. And yet, everyone blames everything on us. They despise us. Despise me. That's why I answered its call. But I never expected it to end up like this. Everyone! Where did everyone go? They left me behind! You call us gods! We can't be done in that easily! Where are the 7 god photoners? The 13 goddess photoners? Where? After we threw away so much, abandoned everything else, just so we could reach the top. My Labs, Flori, Roth, Nanaki, Tom, are you all really gone? I never meant for it to turn out this way. Why? Why did it end up this way? Euclida, I didn't do anything wrong, right? It isn't my fault, is it? Please, Euclida, answer me. You and I, we're not... We can't be evil, can we?
That's something you'll simply have to decide for yourself.
Emergency! Code! Rescue!
You're wide open.
Emergency! Code! Q! Completed! Completed!
That's an Anga Fandaj.
So, this is the catalyst, or should I call it food, for the profound darkness?
What the heck is it even doing? Sending something down into the ground.
It might be more accurate to say it's being absorbed. Wouldn't you say, Aurora?
Ow! What's the big idea here, Euclita?
You're older than me, aren't you? How long are you going to keep cowering like this?
I'm not cowering.
That's twice I've had to tell you I can tell what you're feeling. Will there need to be a third time? Think for a moment about why you're even back here to begin with. When photons take shape like this, it's always for a reason, be it good or bad. So tell me, why have you broken away from the profound darkness and Dark Falls to come back here? Why have the photons reconstructed you at this very moment, in this location? What purpose do you serve by being here?
What am I doing here? What purpose do I serve?
What's done is done. The past is the past. You can't change that no matter how long you wallow around stewing in regret. The only thing you can do is work hard from now on so it doesn't happen again. That goes for the both of us.
How do you always find strength in times like these, Euclita?
I couldn't do it if I was alone. I would have fallen into my own downward spiral long ago. But that's not the case. I have people who are here for me. That's really all it takes.
Will you be there for me, Euclita? Will you believe in me?
That's 3 times. We're all here because of you. How can you fret over something so obvious, Aurora?
Good grief. I'm supposed to be the one who's always spurring everyone on. What am I doing? Reduced to taking support from a child like you? The return of the profound darkness has awakened the powers of Apprentice that have been sealed here. It's searching for things to feed on now. That's all that monstrosity cares about. Food.
Well, we'll have to make sure it doesn't ruin its diet with a snack like this.
Euclita, Let's put an end to this. To Apprentice. You and me, here and now. My powers are at your command.
At my command?
Call out my name, Euclita. You know it. The name that gleams brighter than any other. The name that flutters and whirls in the most captivating of dances. The name that symbolizes who I truly am. Reach deep inside and listen. Hear my true name and proclaim it aloud.
Entrance us, Sky Dancer Aurora. Aurora, this weapon. Is this you?
All I am now is a collection of photons. Just as I can take shape as a human, so can I become a weapon. One built for you, Euclita.
I should warn you up front. I'm pretty rough with my weapons.
You don't need to worry. The more it hurts, the closer I come to salvation.
We're taking that thing down and cutting it loose before an apprentice can eat its fill. Come on, you two!
Right! We did it. We should be good now, right? You see?
Get away from there!
Yeah, disgusting! What the heck are these?
Guess someone couldn't control their appetite. It even gulped down those broken shards we left the monster in. Stubborn and gluttonous to boot.
Maybe it got that from you.
Oh, hush, Euclita.
Is everyone alright? Fall spawn readings on Lilypaw are rising. Looks like Aurora's appearance was a sign of things to come.
That means an apprentice has been nesting on the planet itself, trying to force its own revival.
I have a feeling this is more than the four of us can handle alone, Euclita.
Hey, Arc's contact! You, the one who just called. Are you listening?
Of course. I read you loud and clear. Pleasure to finally meet you, Euclita.
Darkfall's apprentice is trying to revive itself. To stop it, we're going to need the support of as many operatives as you can spare. Can we count on you for help?
You don't even have to ask. I'm dispatching an emergency alert right now to all ARC's ops. Will that suffice?
Can you really trust me so easily?
I can. Because your actions have been worthy of trust. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, you four. It's too dangerous to stay there, so come back here for a bit.
come back. Are you inviting me onto the Ark's ship?
What's the matter, Euclita? Are you scared? Are you shaking in your boots thinking everyone's gonna be angry with you and hate you?
Yusi, let's get going.
Whatever. I guess I have no choice.